Let's just take a minute to just soak and digest in the physique of a man with the body of steel, as Ali would say. He's ready.
Where should I fight him? Where should I kick his ass? And we'll go from there. That's sweet. Check that out. Yeah.
So yes, watching these two Middle Eastern convenience store final bosses battle it out to see who's the toughest of them all is going to be fantastic in my opinion. But welcome back to American Thor, everybody, and I am excited for this one because, as it turns out, the beef between the Prince of Gotham himself, King Hide Your Kids Azoulay, and Ali, the Hookah Hobbit Soap, is back on to the point where these two are, of course, talking shit about each other, but they're also getting ready to schedule a pro boxing debut. You can't make this up. So we're going to go through all this shit talk back and forth. And what we're also going to do, we're going to analyze this potential fight, all right? Strengths, weaknesses, and we're going to give our actual estimate who we think is going to come out on top of this boxing match in Dubai or wherever they're going to have it. All right, so don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Helps the channel. Let's jump into it. Let's take a little trip down memory lane for those of you who may not be caught up. And this beef has been going on for a while, and you all may remember this clip.
I don't give a fuck who you are if you're going to disrespect my religion. You hear me?
Ali, you're a nice guy.
All right, quick pause breakdown. I mean, look at this. Both tiny. Ben Azoulay has some of the smallest legs you'll ever see. So does Ali as well. But I would say just looking at them side by side here, I actually do think Ali has the size advantage over Ben.
But you're not speaking to somebody that will just let you speak this way,
What the fuck are you going to do about it? I'm not going to let you speak to me the way you want to speak to me.
Ali, if you have a personal problem with me, forget religion. Put religion aside.
You know what? Fuck this shit, bro. What the fuck you talking about?
Ali. Here we go. Of course, as we saw, right, Ali was the only one who stood his ground as Ben Azoulay ran away. We all remember this.
Come on!
So, of course, we all remember that, but that wasn't the end of the beef because it is re-sparked as they're going back after each other on their Instagram pages. Let's look at this back and forth. All right, we got the Hookah Hobbit out on his balcony as usual when he likes to get real deep or call people out.
All right, guys. Mr. Ben Azoulay has accepted my challenge to fight.
There's a ton of beta males out there that's trying to fight me. But finally, I found a man that is actually willing to back up his shit. I'll be honest with you, I'm kind of proud of Ali because he already knows he's going to get his ass whooped. It looks like we might be doing this in Dubai. It's going to be big, arena, pay-per-view. Let's get it. I'm ready.
So we're this close of making a deal with a promoter in Dubai in the next couple of months. It's not cemented yet. Also talking to a couple of people also in the United States too, so if we're going to keep it here. Well, Mr. Ben accepted. Cool. Awesome. So remember, Mr. Ben, you started this. You said you can beat me in a podcast, you can beat me in a fight, you can beat me in the gym. So you're still licking your wound from the podcast. And oh my God, what I'm going to do to you once I get you in the ring.
So yes, there you go, guys. They're scheduling it in Dubai. Massive pay-per-view. Biggest fight of the century because these two megastar celebrities have that type of pull for sure. I'll tell you guys, I actually probably would buy this pay-per-view myself, not to watch it for real boxing entertainment, but for the comedic entertainment of watching two essentially middle school girls get into a cat fight in a ring. But we have to kind of take a look at who could potentially actually win this thing. But before we do that, let's watch some of the most recent, as of yesterday, shit talk back and forth.
Nice edit for a nice guy. But you didn't understand what I meant when I said nice. Nice, if you look up the word, it means clueless, ignorant, dumb. That's what I meant. I'm gonna punch you so hard and knock you out the first round that this Jew power is going to convert your ass. Don't ever fucking forget that.
Look at the skill. You see that speed bag skill at the end? Looks like he's jerking off two men at the same time. Hell yeah, he's got the moves. He's got the skill. So is Ben got the talent, got the ability to take down Ali Soba? Well, Ali also responded back.
I was working on this, and the biggest thing is right now where the fight should be. You know, why don't you guys help us out? Let us know. You know, leave it in the comments what you think. And
let's just take a minute to just soak and digest in the physique of a man with the body of steel, as Ali would say. He's ready.
Where should I fight him? Where should I kick his ass? You know, and we'll go from there.
Nice, sweet. Check that out. Yeah.
So yes, watching these two Middle Eastern convenience store final bosses battle it out to see who's the toughest of them all is going to be fantastic in my opinion. But we've got to go over strengths and weaknesses before we decide who is going to be the winner of this boxing bout, because again, we don't really have any video footage of them actually training, actually sparring, because I'm pretty sure neither of them have ever been in a fight in their entire life, which is going to make this all the more entertaining to watch, of course. But there are some strengths, some weaknesses for each of them. We're going to go down the line and see who we think overall is going to come out on top. So let's do this. All right, so we got these two miniature men in an ultimate religious battle to see who's the best between Islam and the tiny hats, their representatives. Let's go down the line. Strengths and weaknesses, let's figure this out. All right, first up, size and strength. Now we know from what we saw, it looks like Ali's a little bit bigger. He does have the smallest chicken legs in the world. That's why we call him Chicken Legs Aladdin. But he is a little bit bigger. Also, Ben Azoulay, even though he is a decent size, is on 1,000 milligrams of trenbolone per week. Huge problem because those are fake muscles and fake strength. Also inhibits your cardiovascular ability. So this one's kind of interesting. We might give them an actual draw on this one. Neither of them are that big, that strong, that fast. All right, next is going to be mentality and confidence. This is always important in any type of fight like this. And from what we've seen, as I showed earlier, so we look at this here, it only took one tiny man to drag Ben Azoulay all the way off the stage while Ali held his ground with 3 grown men. So, yes, we're actually going to have to give this one mentality and confidence to Ali, as he already sort of punked Ben Azoulay's ass out on that podcast. So that's going to go to Ali. All right, the next is going to be cardiovascular capability. For all you out there who do combatives, know that this is easily one of the most important things in any type of fight. And that is going to go to, yes, again, Ali Soba, not because he's necessarily the most in shape. You think he's in decent shape. But Ben Azoulay, again, on all that juice and 1,000 milligrams of trenbolone per week, he's not going to last longer than 30 seconds with anybody in the ring. So if Ali can hang on for over about 45 seconds, it's going to be ugly for old Benny boy. All right, now actual age. This is a little bit of a Jake Paul style match because, you know, Ben Azoulay, I believe, is in his mid-30s, and I'm pretty sure, you know, Ali's in the mid-50s. We know by that midlife crisis he's got going on. So I'm going to have to give sort of the age advantage because he's young enough to Benny boy on this one. All right, and the final determiner. We have to do it because, of course, we're in the alpha male universe. Who's the biggest alpha male between the two? It's going to be very important in this boxing match. And I got to say, between the two of them, guys, well, there is nothing less alpha male than someone who assaults women. We've got the Wood Chipper Tribe tank top on right now. So unfortunately for Ben, yes, the biggest alpha male between the two, even though we give him a hard time on this channel, I do think he's actually a good man deep down. That's going to go to Ali. Yes, Ali easily, I think, sweeps this when we put everything together. When the betting lines come out, I am, in fact, going to put my money on Ali Soba, probably by knockout in 5 rounds if I had to guess. Yes, Ali, we got your back on this one. That's who I'm going to be cheering for, guys. Ali Soba. All right, guys, and if this fight actually gets scheduled, if it's actually going to happen, I've got a message for Ali. And Ali, if you see this, which I'm sure you will, I will come help train you and get you ready to fight old Queen Azoulay for this bout myself. Because at the end of the day, guys, even though, you know, he gets pissed off that I make fun of him, Ali is actually my favorite of all the alpha male characters in this universe. Why? He's the only one that really did build businesses. He is actually successful. And while we love to give him a hard time, his messaging actually is pretty positive and good to young men. So I actually would like to see him beat the brakes off of old Queen Douche, no doubt, all right? So let me know, Ollie, if you're interested in that. I've got a lot to offer you in that regard. I can promise you that. So that's going to do it for this one, guys. Put in the comments section, Who do you think? Who do you got in this bout between old Ali and Ben Azoulay? It's going to be a wild one. I can't wait to see this fight. If it happens, we'll just have to wait and see. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this one. Catch you in the next one. See if we got an update on this soon.